It is important to many people to be able to perform the occupation of cleaning windows in order to sufficiently maintain one's household possessions.
According to the OT practice framework, cleaning windows is under the category of home establishment and management, which is also considered an instrumental activity of daily living. The process of cleaning a window can be broken down into movement phases as well as the specific movements needed to properly execute the task. Here is Deirdre showing us the main movement required to clean a window as she sprays the bottle of Windex onto the surface and uses the cloth to wipe it off. This motion contains the stance phase, the preparatory phase, the movement phase, the follow-through phase, and the recovery phase. In the stance phase, Deirdre is standing up straight in a perfectly balanced position while slightly adjusting her center of gravity to accommodate for the weight of the bottle and cloth. She is also at a comfortable distance away from the window so that she doesn't have to step forward when her arm reaches outwards. At this point, she is ready to initiate the task. Next is the preparatory phase, where Deirdre assumes the position to where her muscles of her upper extremity are ready to actively fire and generate force and momentum to spray the bottle. This next phase is the movement phase, or the action part of the task, in which Deirdre's muscles are accelerating as she pushes down on the bottle's trigger and wipes the solution off the surface of the window. After that, the follow-through phase happens as Deirdre's muscles are decelerating and slowing down in velocity as her upper extremity segments are prepared to stop the motion. Lastly, in the recovery phase, Deirdre's body prepares to regain balance and fall back to her starting position so that she can begin to continue cleaning other windows. Now that we discussed the movement phases of window cleaning, we can talk about the specific joint movements that are occurring within Deirdre's upper extremity throughout the task performance. From the start of this movement, Deirdre is already holding her materials as she uses a cylindrical grasp to hold the spray bottle with her left upper extremity.
Her shoulder is slightly flexed, her elbow is flexed, her wrist is slightly extended, her thumb is palmarly abducted and flexed to the MCP and IP, and her digits 2 through 5 are flexed to the MPs, PIPs, and DIPs. The shoulder of her right upper extremity is also slightly flexed, her elbow is flexed, her forearm is supinated, her wrist is extended, and her MPs are flexed while her PIPs and DIPs are extended.
To assist in holding the cloth, her thumb is ever so slightly in palmar abduction. As you can also see, Deirdre's thumb is naturally hyperextended at the IP joint. Once she raises her arms to begin the motion, her left shoulder increases in flexion, her elbow extends, and her wrist is in ulnar deviation. Her right shoulder is also increasing in flexion, and her elbow is in slight extension. At this point, Deirdre is ready to spray the bottle. Next, as you can see, her second, third, and fourth digits flex even further at the MPs to successfully push down the trigger, while their corresponding DIPs fully extend. As she finishes spraying the bottle, her digits 2 through 4 return back to their starting position. After the spraying motion happens, Deirdre lifts her right upper extremity to reach the window after rotating her trunk to the left. Her shoulder increases in flexion while her elbow increases in extension, and her wrist goes into pronation. Simultaneously, her left shoulder begins to move out of flexion while her elbow increases in flexion. When Deirdre wipes the window to the left direction, her right shoulder horizontally abducts and slightly internally rotates. Her elbow flexes and her wrist radially deviates. As she wipes to the right, her upper extremity returns to the position it was at prior to that motion.
And she moves out of internal rotation, horizontal adduction, and elbow flexion. When Deirdre decides that she is done with the task, she lowers both her right and left upper extremities. Both shoulders decrease in flexion as they return to their neutral positions. Both of her elbows first increase in flexion, and once she begins to use her forearm to lower her materials, both elbows increase in extension. Her right forearm returns to supination, and her left wrist radially deviates due to the weight of the bottle, while her digits and thumb joints maintain the same hold and do not move.